Greetings, citizens of Tetris. It's your old pal Vandy back with more classic Tetris Monthly Mega Dasters, our first annual DAS Championship for 2025. 64 players vying for DAS Supremacy, a true worldwide championship. You don't have to travel, you just stay home. So, I mean, what's better than that? Okay, what we've got for you tonight is one single solitary solo match. And it is a round 2 match. So the winner of this will move on to the round of 32. And it's going to be in the violet bracket. It is Jacobo who defeated Jedi Evan in round 1. And Jacobo will be taking on now Oscar in round 2. And the winner of this will be moving on again to that top 32 to take on Zafania Nenu. So yeah, it seems like at the head of every like round of 32 match, there's like an insane player sitting waiting just to see what happens in round 1 and round 2. So anyway, so that's what we're gonna do, this one single solitary match. Take a look at our rules. Not gonna do the whole shmeelamabob, but players do remember that it is a best of 5 here in the first in the early rounds. So the first player to 3 wins is the winner of the match. Level 18 starts all the way through. Same piece sets re-rolled. Hurts and input display. Make sure those are turned on. Do not receive any advice while you are playing your game. 1 mind per game. That is it. And remember to heed the spirit of DAS. This is a DAS tournament. You are allowed a quick tap at the end of a DAS movement and 2 taps, 3 taps in the middle of the board. You know, when you lose DAS, of course, that's natural. Every DAS player does that, but this is not a slow tap under DAS limits or at DAS limits tournament. You should be playing DAS. Press and hold. If you do experience technical issues, just keep playing. If your OBS, your internet, or computer starts glitching out or whatever, just keep playing. Assume that your game will count until you hear otherwise from me, okay? Good. Those are the rules. Wow. Oh, the winner. What do they get? They get absolutely something, and that is a share in a prize pool, which right now is at $2,121.79. Get a big contribution from Scott, so thank you so much, Scott. Really appreciate that. Our prize pools are funded 100% by you, the fans of Classic Tetris Monthly and of Tetris. So if you want this prize pool to get bigger, you can contribute to it. Why would you want that? Well, because 1, this is meant to be a true online world championship of DAS. 2, it'll keep players coming back month after month to entertain us. 3, you know, they put in a lot of time, and since they are entertaining us, we want to compensate them a little bit for their time, and how better to do that than to beef up the prize pool. You can use the Matcherino command while you're watching live on Twitch or on YouTube. Bring up the links. I'll do that for you right now. Look at this. I'm doing it. The first one's free. There it is. Matcherino. The second link there, Mega Dasters, that is the one for this tournament. Click on that to be taken to the landing page for this tournament with our prize pool partner, Matcherino. Top right-hand corner, you'll see a little place that says log in. Click on that. That'll open up a thing. You get a list of like 10 different accounts you can sign in, like Twitch, YouTube, Discord, Twitter, Battle.net. You can sign in with your Battle.net account, guys. You do not have to create a separate account. You just log in with one of those and you're good to go. Once you're logged in, you'll see on the right side there's a button that says contribute. Click on that, and that is where you can contribute. And I want to thank everybody who has contributed so far to this prize pool. We're going to have our specific targets and tiers and incentives and all that when we get to the round of 32. And again, thanks everybody. All right, that's how to support the players to support the channel. That's something you might want to do. Why? Well, without a channel and a streamer, how are we going to do the tournament, right? I mean, they can do it in their heads alone, but you want to see it, and it takes someone to stream it to you, and that someone is me here on twitch.tv/monthlytetris and youtube.com/monthlytetris. So you can be just like these people on this screen right here, patreon.com/monthlytetris. That's where they went to make an ongoing pledge of support to keep this channel going. And I'm at no cap, on God, for real. It would be over without the supporters from Patreon and from, of course, Twitch and YouTube. Without your support, this channel, it would be done. It would be over, and then you would just be stuck with, I don't know, Kingsman's Tetris friendlies? What the heck? You don't want that. So yeah, go to patreon.com/monthlytetris, just like these people have done. Scott Gray, Jane the Window, K9 Tacky, Corporal Shelby, Troy Dan, Kim M, Rogue Potato, Kaka, Javan T, Jason Sunny, and Junior, who just upped his support level. So thank you, Junior, and everybody else on this slide for supporting the channel. Other ways you can support us, I will bring up the link. You can use the support command to find some ways to do that. If you don't like Patreon, some people don't, that's fine. You can make a recurring payment via PayPal and ensure that just like set it and forget it. You know, I know that I've supported CTM, and yeah, you can do it any amount. There it is. PayPal is an option, as well as other things. If you're watching on YouTube, you can also become a channel member. You've also got super chats and super stickers and super thanks and super comments, and those help a lot. You can gift a channel membership over there. You can give multiple channel memberships. On Twitch, you can become a channel subscriber. You can gift a channel subscription. You can give multiple channel subscriptions, and if you're an Amazon Prime member, you have a Twitch Prime Gaming sub that you can use here and apply to CTM. That would be great. You also got bits, and you can do things with bits like gigantifying emotes and I don't know, hoo-ha, ding-dong, bibbity-bee, boobity-boo. I don't know, whatever. Okay, that is enough. So let me flop on over to our game scene. I'll fix the cameras while the players continue to do their fingers. And let's see, we've got our good friend Oscar. There we go. Oh, wait, that says, wait, what does that say? That says, that's not Oscar. That says Pog T-Storm. Why does it say that? Oh, I know why. Because that's who's on that. Is it Oscar with a 7 at the end? Why do I remember it with a 7 at the end? I forget. Yeah, with a 7. Okay, got it. Okay, so I will get these cameras aligned and working while these players warm up. I might have to do a tiny bit of stencil fixing for both of them because, you know, it's not possible to actually be on stencil. That would be crazy. Here, we'll flop Oscar around. There we go. We got that. That's going. We got the clothes closet. I always like the clothes closet when it's Oscar's stream. All right. Do keep practicing a little bit, players. I do have to just quickly align some stencil stuff here. So just give me a moment to finish doing that because stencils are a little off. It's probably not your fault. It's probably the previous owner of that stencil, of that slot, but that's a thing. Okay, so Oscar here. And I feel like Oscar's on Squish Cam a little bit, so I'm gonna just, there we go. All right, that's good. And we'll get Jacobo going. Oh my god, what? Doom, doo, 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 doo. Oh, whoops. So we'll just, where's this? Oh, there it is, unlocked. We don't need that unlocked. We don't need this unlocked. We need this unlocked. And we'll reset transform. And yeah, pretty much stayed the same, so. Okay, and we'll get Jacobo going. I'm gonna drop the pieces in the chat, and I'll just fix Jacobo's stencil later. Because we gotta get started. Arctic said, Oscar called me #1 qual ref of CTWC 2024. And that stuck with you. All right. Well, there you go. You got pride, right? Good. You're going to hire him back in 26? What does that pay? Does that pay anything? No. I got to get out there. I got to get on that grind, you know? Sigma grind set. 0.0, I'm guessing. Yeah, there you go. 04B72D. Those are the pieces. Thanks for pinning them, Monthly Tetris. Appreciate that. All right, looks like both players are ready. Round 2, Oscar and Jacobo. About to get started here in the Violet bracket. Not violent, Violet. In 3, 2, 1, Tetris. On the left side of your screen, it is Oscar, seed number 26 from Mexico. Has a PB of a DAS PB of 1.17 million, according to my sources. My sources could be wrong, but that's what my sources said. So whether that's true or not, I don't know. But Oscar qualified into that C26 with a 994,000 average of his best 3 games played in a 70-minute championship qualifier. That is and his PB is a 1.17. That's a top 100 score on the DAS PB leaderboard. You have seen Oscar play in a lot of stuff. CTWC Silver. He's been at regionals like CTWC Phoenix and Genesis and SoCal all this year. He was at CTWC Gold Bracket in, I believe, 2024. Played a bunch in Classic Tetris League. And took part in a lot of the LATAM Classic Tetris events that used to take place, but don't seem to be taking place all that often anymore. But they should. Oscar 212, 99,000 for Jacobo. And this is, I believe, am I wrong? Is this Oscar's first appearance in a DAS Masters event? Oscar, have you not played in DAS Masters before? What the heck? I mean, that can't be true, but I guess it is maybe. I guess that is true. Oh my word. Where have you been? Oscar did play in Mega Masters in 2023, played in Tap Masters as well, and got to play a match against Joseph Saley in that Tap Masters event. So that's pretty cool and memorable. That was pretty exciting, that whole tournament. Very, very exciting. 277 here for Oscar, 200 for Jacobo. Jacobo, seed number 39 from the United States. And not 100% sure the PB. 1.04 is what my sources said. If that's not true, then I'm blaming the sources. That would be a DAS PB. But might be correct, might not be. Don't know. Doing my best. Anyway, Jacobo qualified into that seed number 39 with a 939,000 average of his best 3 games. He's got that 1040 PB. That's a top 200 score. And Jacobo defeated Jedi Evan in round 1 to get here to this round 2 match. You've seen Jacobo play in a lot of CTM community tournaments. Seen him play in CTWC Silver in 2023. He's got some classic Tetris Gauntlet. That's Sharky's little Tetris League organization thing. He's also in CTWC Silver in 2023, Bronze in 2024. Played in DAS Champions League, and you've seen him at an in-person regional, CTWC Washington, back in March. Tetris for Oscar, 490, 368 for Jacobo. These two have one prior match, and that was all the way back in 2020. That was in Community Tier 2. Oscar was Jacobo's third ever Tetris match, at least in the database. And it was his first loss, but that was back in 2020, so I think probably doesn't apply too much to what's happening today. 442 here for Jacobo. But kind of melt down here as he enters 19. I think maybe just lost DAS or something like that. But this is going to be a top out 442, 566 for Oscar. And Oscar is good in game number 1. The LATAM internet died forever. Oh my God. Oh no. What will we do? So yeah, nearly, let's see, 2021, nearly 5 years ago. And that was actually in the first, Jacobo versus Oscar. That was in the first tournament that Jacobo played, at least on the match database. I don't know if he did anything before, but Oscar was there. Your DAS PB is 1.26. Yeah, it's not. It wasn't. I was just going by the DAS leaderboard. So, all right. Alert everyone. Oscar's PB is 1.26. It says 1.17. What, how am I supposed to know, right? How am I supposed to know? 22AB1D, 22AB1D. All right, but anyway, you are all on notice that PB is actually 1.126 or 1.26. Sorry. If Oscar moves on, I will update it. Probably. Sorry, I'm kind of on a coughing jag here. My apologies. Both players are ready. Game number 2, Oscar and Jacobo. In 3, 2, 1, Tetris. You're also pretty sure Jacobo's PB is also way higher. Yeah, I mean, you can't prove it by me. I mean, I have no access to people's PBs except through the PB leaderboard, and if it's not there on the DAS leaderboard, I mean, that's all I got. So I'm sure they're both higher. I'm certain. Wallband, you better tell me the secret. I want to know the secret, the dog bone secret. Jacobo gonna miss with that T-piece. He's gonna clear it away. Get it, Tetris. 72,000. You will? All right, I promise. I won't. I don't have any friends in the Tetris community, okay? I don't talk to anybody. I don't have any secret back channels. You know, nobody likes me. They only just tolerate me because I run CTM. So don't worry. I'm not going to tell anybody anything. Okay? 117 for Oscar, 96,000 for Jacobo. Literally, no one talks to me. No one tells me anything. I have, like, all of you guys you've made all these wonderful friendships in the Tetris community. I have made none. I have no friends in the Tetris community. 187 for Oscar, 168 for Jacobo. I'm insufferable. I get it. I'm totally insufferable. I won't tell anyone. I'm just dying to know. I love controllers. You know, I love everything having to do with controllers. If someone's got a controller variant out there, like, I want it. You know, I have an aluminum housing NES controller that is 4 times the weight of the OEM plastic one. I've got the CHX Collective special custom board. I want padless. I'm always searching out new pads. I just love controllers, you know? So I just need to know everything about them. I shouldn't have given my dog bone away. 263 for Jacobo, 283 for Oscar. Listen, I am the controller. Arctic. Yeah, I wish I had some secret Tetris friends and I'd be like, oh my God, I got Wallband to show me the secret video for Dogbone. Here it is, guys. I'm going to show you. I don't have it. I wish I had it. 311 for Jacobo, 335 for Oscar. I know, I gave my dog bone away. Why would I do something like that? I was trying to be nice, you know? Like, somebody needed a Tetris gym cartridge to get, you know, to start playing competitively, and I'm always sending out gym cartridges to people. And I also know that this person loved dog bone controllers, so I sent them one. The only one I had, because, yeah, I wasn't really using it. And I never heard back. They were like, "Oh, man, they didn't even acknowledge that I sent them this wonderful gift." But I know they have the Tetris Gym cartridge because they used it. 476 for Oscar, 435 for Jacobo. See, no friends, right? I can't even buy a friend. I'm a Tetris incel. What the heck? I'm a nice guy. I'm a nice guy. $523 for Oscar, $505 for Jacobo. Mr. Burrow with the prime sub says, I want to go back to school so Oscarito can be my maestro. Oh, is Oscarito a professor? 570 for Oscar, 552 for Jacobo. Jacobo on 19 right here with a 623. That's Oscar, and Jacobo 602 on 19. So pretty beefy transitions for these boys. 633 Oscar, 609 Jacobo, now into level 20. Okay, Oscar, is going to get a bar over the spire. Mr. Valor loves it. This is like right out of the Mr. Valor school of Das Tetris. All right. Oh, that L piece. Couldn't use it to get to the left. I think he kind of needs the L for the left. Yes, gets it over. He's chopping it down, Oscar, but this is kind of RNG dependent. Couple of, oh no, that bar kind of works out. Oh no, that L can't get to the left. That is going to be a top out for Oscar. So an attempt was made. It was valiant, but it was ultimately futile. And Oscar is going to top out, and Jacobo is going to take game number 2. Wait, that's game number 2, right? That is game number 2. Right. I was like, wait a minute, what? So, Jacobo, if you want to mullen it out a little bit, that's fine. You're the only one for tonight. You're my friend? Oh my God, you didn't even wish me a happy birthday. What kind of friend are you? Oh, all right. Well, I have a friend in Oscar. We'll start being friends right now. All right, friendship starts now. 73A352. Oh my God, secret Vandy friend group. What? Oh my God. All right, looks like both players are ready. 73A352. And they are both ready. What was once a best of 5, now a best of 3 between Oscar and Jacobo. Let's get him started in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. All right, Tetris for Mario, Random with Titan, and DJ Mr. Burrow holding down the fort over on YouTube. OJJL. This is how we are beginning. We do have a good amount of Tetris tomorrow, by the way. And by tomorrow, I mean the United States tomorrow. It's probably already tomorrow if you are in Europe. But tomorrow we've got a couple of Mega Dasters, well, a Mega Dasters bracket and then a solo match starting at 2 p.m. U.S. time. It's going to be 19 UTC. Pretty much just keep it tuned here, starting at 19 UTC. There'll be a Mega Dasters Aquamarine with Chrissy, Maisie, and Hana. Then a solo match, Merker versus Salted Sofa. That is around 2. There'll be a Masters Yellow with Crab Rangoon versus Paco is Taco. Delicious round 1 match. Guys, what do you like better, Crab Rangoon or tacos? I feel like tacos are going to run away with it. But low-key, Crab Rangoon, I order it every time. And then there will be another solo Mega Dasters match. Oh, and that Masters Yellow, that's Crab Rangoon versus Paco is Taco. Winner takes on Tristop. And then after that, a Mega Dasters Orange solo match, Jordan versus Maestro. That'll be a banger. Tetris for Oscar, 189, 108 for Jacobo. Now, I am not going to call, tomorrow we've got a player called Crab Rangoon. I'm going to say Crab Rangoon every time. I am not shortening that. You don't want any confusion. I don't need any crustacean confusion. Who is the most delicious sounding Tetris player? Oh, that's good. Breakfast noodles. Sounds delicious. I don't know what, that's very non-specific, but club soda with lime. That is tasty. It's simple but tasty. Oh, that's a really good question. I need to see a list and start going down it. Certainly not poopy old hag. That does not. That does not. That's like the opposite. $262 for Jacobo, $337 for Oscar. Just Pollo. Yeah, Pollo. But that's just chicken generically, There's somebody in the match database called Bacon and Pie who played one community tier 3 tournament back in 2021. Played Ronkley, Billy Mack, Peyton, and Martz. There's a lineup. So Bacon and Pie, whoever that is, sounds pretty good. Oscar typed in Pollo. Galaxy Biscuit. I would eat a Galaxy Biscuit. I don't know what it is, but it sounds like something Little Debbie would have. Like, it definitely sounds like a Little Debbie treat, and I'm up for that. Tetris for Oscar, 482, 367 for Jacobo. Ryan Hamburger. Maybe if you call it Fryin' Hamburger. Just put an F in front of it and he's Fryin' Hamburger. 485 for Oscar, 391 for Jacobo. Yeah, when's the last time breakfast noodles played? That was in 2023 at CTWC Midwest. All right, Tetris for Oscar into 19 at 563. Jacobo 425 on 19. There's a Tetris Oscar triple for Jacobo. Oh, gonna miss with that T-piece. Das is tricky, tricky business. And this is gonna be a top-out spiral for Jacobo. And Oscar is good in game number 3, goes up 2 games to 1. All right, let's go ahead and get these players some new pieces. Of course, there's always, cheese. Right? Cheese. Or cheese fish, or cheesy fish, like he used to be called. There's also shake. Remember shake? I could go for a shake right now. Tea for dinner. Now, there's Mark Migas, right? Migas, it's a Tex-Mex thing. 4474E1. I could go for some Migas right now. All right, 4474E1. Looks like both players are ready. Game number 4. Jacobo needs to win right now. In 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Of course, there's noodle, just regular noodle. Isn't that someone different than breakfast noodles? There's somebody in the NES Tetris leaderboard called Blubber Toast. So that might be good if you're an Inuit or something, but I am not. Blubber Toast. I've never heard of that person. Oh, hazelnut milk. I'm here alone. No, I'm just here alone. Nobody else in chat has any food-related Tetris players. I'm the only one bringing up names. That's all right. I'm happy to live in my own little world. Oh, that's right. There was a player called there was somebody called Jello SSB. $159 for Oscars, 79,000 for Jacobo. As we get underway here in Game 4, Jacobo's got to win to stay in business. Oh, Weissbrot, right? Weissbrot means white bread. Highly underrated. So you got a lot of food options in Tetris players. What's up, Chen? 189 for Oscar, 151 for Jacobo. Rhubarb, yeah, vicious rhubarb. Sue would like that. Sue likes a rhubarb pie. A strawberry rhubarb pie. Tetris for both 225. Oscar, 201 for Jacobo. Rogue potato. There you go. 232 for Oscar, 247 for Jacobo. All right, Tetris Jacobo, 339, 302 for Oscar. Jacobo now in the lead, but Oscar going to take it back by a few thousand points. Oh, green tea. Green tea is delicious. That's another one. 399 for Jacobo, 440 for Oscar. So Jacobo kind of bowled out the board a little bit, but it's got some gaps in the stack. So I think he's going to go center well here. Try not to lose much ground. Going to chop this down. And he's going to chop it down again. Chef O as a food adjacent name, right? Oh, someone outside the apartment building just yelled, "I am a visitor." They're having a fight out there. 497 for Oscar, 425 for Jacobo. ATX Aliens? What is that? Like you're saying that was an alien who yelled it? All right, we're into 19, 547 for Oscar, 454 for Jacobo. Yeah, maybe that visitor, maybe that is like a celestial visitor. Men in Black 5. Wait, there's 5 Men in Black movies? 572 for Oscar, 480 Jacobo. Let me go ahead and refresh one of our streams here. Remember, players, if you do experience issues, just keep playing. Okay. I think we're going to go ahead and redo this one. We were within 50,000 points or so, something like that. And Oscar's stream is out, and it's probably not coming back. So just to make sure that we are 100% fair, we are going to go ahead and redo this one. I know we've already gotten through 18, but this is going to be a redo. So you can top out. Oscar was a little bit ahead by like 50, 60,000, but we want to have an actual stream and not him just come back. If we were closer to the end, you know, if it was like 20 lines to go, we would just play it out, but there were so many lines available between when it went out and 29. So we're just gonna we're gonna see what's up with Oscar. See if we can get him to come back. So this is gonna be a redo, Jacobo. You can keep playing it out if you want to, but it doesn't count. Although you did pass the last score for when Oscar's internet went out. What if that was the rule? What if, all right, if your stream dies, that's considered a top out. Right? Your stream dies, that's a top out, and then your opponent has to beat your stream died dead score. And it came back. But we're going to redo this one. I already said it a million times that it's going to be redone, but we're going to redo it. And who knows how my talking influenced the players, right? It's impossible to know. So. No, that's okay. It's not your fault. I'm sure it's not your fault. You're good. You're back. Let me refresh you. And nothing is moving. So I don't know if that's just me trying to, or your stream trying to catch up a little. Now it's not back. You are not back. Oh, is Oscar in LA? All right, you are now back. All right, we sure it's not going to go out again? We feel good? Not sure. You can't really be 100% sure of that, but you feel good that it's back? It's good? All right. We're going to go ahead and increment. So why don't you guys increment to 5-5? 5-5. Thanks, Arctic. Okay. Well, we'll never know 100% what would have happened if it didn't go out, so no need to dwell in the counterfactuals here. 5-5-7-4 E1. All right, looks like both players are ready. Game number 4 for real. The real game number 4. That was just warm up. Let's go. 3, 2, 1 Tetris. And we're off. $22,800 for both of our players. Now, for those of you for whom this is relevant, are any of you dressing in a Halloween costume for any reason? And what is it? You know, it's under 3 weeks away, so you got to know what it is. Or what was a memorable Halloween costume that you wore in the past? I'm not reaching for content. I'm just curious. There's no reaching. Not reaching. I'm just, you talk to people. It's level 18. Memes. Things happen. Things come up. Start with my costume. I'm not wearing a costume. I'm trying to think, what was a notable costume for me? I kind of stopped going out on Halloween very early. I dressed as a ninja one year, but it was just me wearing like dark sweatpants and dark sweatshirt. And then like putting a pillowcase over my head with a hole in it. What is the reason? What is the costume? I want to know what the costume is. I also had one of those cheap like plastic costumes you could buy in a box. It was just Garfield. And it was basically just like Garfield's body printed on a paper bag. And then like a cheap Garfield mask like made of plastic. I remember I was Garfield one time. God, I can't even remember what else I was. I was a ninja. That was like first grade. I was a ninja. You want to be Walmart Garfield? I mean, it was wholesome. 160 for Jacobo, 242 for Oscar. A memorable costume was Rubik's Cube, but instead of it being a solid block, 3 layers could turn in one axis. Oh my goodness, you are an engineer. Holy moly. So the other one that I remember, probably the most recent costume that I remember, it's back when I was working at a job and I was managing a team. This would have been back in like 2016, 2017. 320 for Oscar. I think that's when it was. Maybe 20. When was it? Yeah, it would have been like maybe 2015, 2016. And we decided to do a team costume. And all the team costume would be like a theme. And so the team voted on the theme. And the theme ended up being Rick and Morty. Which I have never seen, had no interest in, don't care about, probably actively dislike. And so, I don't know, I just looked over the characters. 392 for Oscar, 335 for Jacobo. And so I looked over the characters, and the one that stood out to me was Mr. Poopy Butthole. So I was Mr. Poopy Butthole for Halloween at work. I don't even know who he is or what he does, but I mean, I had to be that. How could I not be? Yeah, I made the top hat. I made like a construction paper, like poster board, like big, tall, giant yellow head for the Mr. Poopy Butthole. And I made the top hat, and the nose I made out of like I took a wiffle ball bat and I sawed the end off of it, and I made the nose. But yeah, that's what I was. I have pictures somewhere. I'll find it. I think I posted them on the Discord a long time ago. 479 for Jacobo, 499 for Oscar. But that, like, I don't know anything about the show, don't care about it, but I think to me that's why it was funny. And so I wore that head all day. I didn't get anything done. 526 for Oscar, 486 for Jacobo. Oscar with about a 42,000 point lead. That's when I was working at, where did I work? At HomeAway, actually. That's what became VRBO or Verbo or whatever it is. I used to work there. 550 for Oscar, 549 for Jacobo. There's another Tetris Jacobo, 581. He's in the lead. 556 for Oscar. There's a Tetris for Oscar. Now Oscar back in the lead. Now Jacobo back in the lead. Oh, I think weren't we already public? I think so. Oh, Mr. Burrow, search it, in Discord? If you search it in Discord? All right, you can search it in Discord. Here, you want to forward it to my Vandy channel so people can go look at it. 708 for Jacobo, 673 for Oscar. Oh, Jacobo gets a long bar down. That left side's going to be tough, but he gets a bar over there for column 3. He's got a path out of this. Oscar gets a skim and a Tetris 737. Trying to bring this down. Jacobo fighting. And it is neck and neck. Jacobo gets a triple down. Going to uncover that right side. It is very close. Tetris for Oscar, 778. 761 Jacobo, level 26. 4 lines apart. So yeah, there it is. If it's in the Vandy channel, that's my Mr. Oh no, early shift for Jacobo. And that could spell disaster. And in fact, it will spell disaster. And Jacobo is going to top out. And Oscar is already ahead. And Oscar will take this one 3-1. Jacobo, I tried to give you another game. I tried my best. I did my best, but you got to meet me halfway. That early shift is bad. I mean, you know, DAS is so hard. Those of you who have not spent significant time playing DAS, I don't know if you appreciate how difficult it is. So. All right, I think Oscar trying to set up for 2 or more. There's 1. Oh no, gonna overshift that. Doesn't matter. Oscar, you are good. You are moving on to the round of 32. Jacobo, you did great. Came in seed number 39, advanced to round 2, and put up a good fight against a good player. So no shame there, Jacobo. Hope to see you in future months. And thank you so much, Oscar. Congrats to you. And I will go ahead and report this to the centralized Tetris reporting authority, aka Anpu. All right, and we'll see Nenu. Oh yeah, Oscar's gonna take on Nenu. In the next round. So that is going to do it for us tonight. You can go check out the Vandy channel and you can see, I guess, my that is my Mr. Poopy Butthole head that I made. I did wear proper clothes when I was at work, though. Like, I tried to wear clothes that were, you know, consonant with the character, but at home that was just me trying to head outside. That looks pretty good. All right, everybody, thanks for hanging out tonight. Thanks to everybody who supported the channel during the stream. Here's a list of you right now. I guess we had a raid from Tetris Wars. I missed that. Thank you. Marcel, thanks for the raid. Mr. Barrow, sub, raid, Tetris Wars. Thank you. Patrons, there you are. Thank you so much, Scott, Great, Jane, Winnow, Ken, and Techie, Corporal Shelby, Troy, Dan, Cameron, Maroke, Potato, Cat, Kid, Java, T, Jason, Sonny, Jr. Appreciate your support, as well as the support of everybody else. And contributions to the prize pool. Did we have one? Did I miss it? I missed a contribution to the prize pool. This is from Nate. And Nate, thank you so much for your $100 contribution. I missed it during the stream, but that was a $100 contribution, Nate. And the comment says, in memory of my dog Ghost that I just lost. All right, I'm gonna get weepy here. Thank you for providing something to keep my mind off it. Well, thank you so much, Nate. I'm so sorry to hear that. I am a dog person, and so I lost a dog in the last 2 years. Actually, 2 years ago this month. And it was heartbreaking. So I'm so sorry to hear that. But thank you so much for your generosity. That was very sweet. Thank you very, very much. So, all right. Well, everybody, thank you so much for hanging out. And again, thanks, Nate, for that contribution. And sorry I missed it earlier. I guess must have just got kind of lost in the shuffle there. So really appreciate that. We will see you tomorrow. Boop says, Nate, if you're here, we're all sending love. Indeed, we are. I'm sure Ghost was a good boy. Tomorrow, we do have more Tetris. As I said, a bunch of Mega Dasters, Chrissy versus Maisie, Winner versus Hana, Merker versus Salted Sofa, Jordan versus Maestro, also a Masters bracket, Crab Rangoon versus Paco Riz Taco, Winner versus Trista. So, all right. That is going to do it for me. YouTube, have a great night. We will see you tomorrow. And starting at 19 UTC, I think. So what, 12 plus 2 plus 5, right? Is 19. All right. There you go. Bye-bye, YouTube. Bye, Zoltan. Branches Jade. Take care. Yeah, it's really tough.